Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and welcome back to my channel. I'm here to memory plan October in my 7x9 vertical planner. Hi Kiara. I have this kit from Plannerface. It is the monthly kit. As always, I do use the Plannerface monthly kits in here. That's the format we are working with. I have these 4 washies. These 2 are simply gilded. This one is Fox and Cactus. And this one is from somewhere. Beth of Colourful & Co bought me it. I'm sure she'll correct me. I think it might be Nutmeg and Aloe, but it might not be. It might be somewhere else. I always get it wrong every time. As you can tell, I'm using hollow foil, so I have some stickers pulled out in my Plannerface reusable sticker album there. And we are doing October, which is here. So without any further ado, I'm going to get the base of the spread down. So I managed to make 2 quite big mistakes whilst popping down the base of this spread. The first one, I managed to cut through my planner page. Luckily it didn't go all the way through because of the next page stickers have basically held the page together, which is not ideal, but hopefully we'll get that nice and covered up. These spreads are normally pretty full, so that'll get that nice and covered up. And then I managed to rip the, well no, I miscut the Sunday start strip off badly, so there was a little strip, and then when I tried to pull off the little strip I managed to cut the October sticker in half massively. So yeah, that's how that ended up. I managed to fix both of them and I'm not sure, I hope by the end of the spread it won't be that obvious, but yeah, not my finest base of the spread ever. So there we go, that is the base. Let's zoom in and have a little look at the Monday to Thursday of the month. I've just realised that I didn't pop in a little strip for an event I was at for a few days this month. I'm so used to not having anything like that to mark in that I forgot to do it. So it started on the Thursday, so we'll do the Friday, Saturday, Sunday when we turn over if I remember. Hopefully. I'm gonna like keep that washi on top of things to try and remind myself. I'm gonna put it on top of, I don't know where I'm putting it. Put it somewhere obvious, hopefully then I won't forget. And whilst I think about it, let's pop in a little flag for that. On these light strips of washi, I tend to like to use something like this. I'm really sorry if you can hear the Hoover in the background. I'm filming this, I normally film at the weekend, but I was on nights this weekend and I didn't have a chance, and my cleaner is here now, so the Hoover is running. I will push the door shut though, so it's a bit quieter hopefully. So yeah, that's just to mark that we were at Booze in the Pews this week. And then I'm just going to get on with the day by day. On the 4th, I want to mark in that it was a super hectic day. So pop that in there. Beautiful. On the 5th, I was really struggling with something at work for absolutely ages, and I managed to do one of them today. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that flag there so that the 5th sticker can go on top. Just like that. Like that, I think that won't cover up too much of the munchkin. On the Wednesday, I've got something to mark in that isn't really my information to share, so I'm not. It's just not mine to share. That's all. And it was about a friend, so I'm just popping in a friendship sticker there, and I won't write that in. On the 7th, we went down to my sister's for her beer festival, and I'm just going to mark in that I was working at the beer festival most of the day, well, most of the evening at least. So that's there. On to the 11th, I spoke to a friend on the phone that I haven't spoken to in absolutely ages because of one thing or another. We just kept missing each other. I'm going to pop that in, and also I was absolutely exhausted from the weekend. I think we'll probably just use a strip of washi for one of those there. So I'm actually going to pop the exhausted on there and the phone call here. That's a like video chat, but it wasn't a video chat, but we actually spoke while I was in the car. There. On the Tuesday, like I very rarely fall out with my dad, but me and my dad fell out. He just did something quite insensitive and I wasn't having it. And then I'm also going to mark something that again isn't my information to share, so I'm not. it's one of those things. I don't like to share other people's information. So, because it's not mine to share. So that's for that. And for my dad, he gets a little swearing at him. Why not? There are many not straight things here and it upsets me slightly, so let's try and correct those. It's both the bonus and the downside of having the dots in the planner, so it's much more obvious when things aren't straight. On the 13th, I was just having a rough ass day and I was in my feelings. Just not a good day. So I've just got a sad little thinger and an in my feelings. These were not a good few days really, were they? Oh well, that's in my feelings is really wonky. It's gonna need undo to fix it. Do I care enough? I think I probably do. I don't know why I do, but right now I do care. So let's see if we can get it up nicely. Yep. And then try and get it back down straight. Because there's undo on it, you can like stick it down and then just adjust it a bit. And that's much nicer. Okay, that's in my feelings. Then on the 14th, something else happened that I'm not going to say what it is. Again, it's just about somebody else and not really my information to share, but it was a good thing. And yeah, I know I'm being super cryptic for a lot of this, but it's just a lot of things happen that are my information to share. And again, it's a little friend. So on to the 18th, it was Felix's birthday. I don't normally mark birthdays in this planner, but because he's only 2 and a cutie, and I love him, he gets his birthday marked in. So I've just got a little kiddo to layer with some bloonies for his birthday. And then I'll put Felix above that. Nice little hollow section there. 19th, I don't have anything to mark. On the 20th, I had a teaching day where we did a load of scenarios, and I don't want that colour because it's the same colour as the box above it. So let's try a different box there. And for the scenarios day, I just have these little medicine doctor things. Nothing to mark on the 21st. On the 25th, I finished off the planners for new releases. Finally, it had been a long slog to get there, 4 days before they were released. I don't even think I've marked the release in. I need to mark that in actually. And then I'm also going to mark in that I was stressed TF out. Because of how much there was to do. So for the planners, I think I'm going to use that there. And for the stressed out, I'm going to use Grumpy Cat with a stressed out script there. On the Tuesday, something happened at work that I want to mark in. I'm going to write it in so you can read it if you really want to, but I don't want to include it because it might be a trigger for some people. So I'm just not going to say what it is and just pop it in. Put it in that box again, I think. Should probably have used a piece of washi, but I didn't, so it's fine. We've put that down there now. I mean, you can possibly guess from the sticker I've used, but yeah. Then the 27th starts my several days of endless migraine. So for the 27th, I'm just going to use this washi strip with a Monster Migraine sticker over. The 28th, that continued, but I also managed to get out of bed and actually play a little bit of Sims, but then that made my migraine worse, so it probably wasn't the right decision. Oh well. So I'm going to mark in playing Sims there, and then let's use a flag again for the migraine. And I think the migraine sticker is pretty big, so what we'll do is pop that there. That might not be in the right place actually. Pop that in there, and then we'll adjust this where this flag is to be there, and then we need to turn this around, don't we, because I've stuck it at the wrong side. There we go. Peel that up and put it back down the other way around. And then for my Sims, I have a, oh no, it was right. Oh my gosh, why am I like this? Who was telling me it was right? Because you were correct, it was right. Try that a third time lucky and all. There we go. And then put that back down, making sure we covered up the bits of paper we ruined. And then I just have a 100 baby challenge script because that's what I'm playing in Sims. So that is the first half. There's only a few foiled scripts, but yeah, that's the first half. We'll turn over and have a little look at the second half. So on the first, we got takeaway pizza, and my pizza came without pizza sauce, which was very disappointing. We had to go back and get a replacement. And we also played a reasonable amount of Codenames Disney. So I'm going to mark that in as well. So for my disappointing pizza experience, I just have a little pizza sticker because I was so excited and then my pizza didn't have any sauce. That was very upsetting. In Codenames, I'm just using a D20. I know you wouldn't use a D20 in Codenames, but yeah. On second, I'm going to mark in working on a lot of orders. It was a big order packing day, so I do just have a munchkin there and then up there. The third, I had a properly productive day, which was really nice. So for that, again, I'm just going to pop in that with a little happy emoji. Well, thingy. Eeyore. Happy Eeyore. Then on the 8th, washi. I remembered. Maybe a bit late, but I remembered all the same. So we want the washi from the here to the end of that day. That is just, as I said, to mark in being away at my, well, that's in Ives, which is where my sister lives. That's a bit wobble, but I don't really care. So on the 8th, me and Sophie took my nephew off to a farm for the day. The 9th, we sold out a beer at the beer festival, which was pretty awesome. Kind of regret using that colour box because it's the same as the one above it, but we're just going to have to pop a strip of washi in between and hope for the best. That it doesn't look as bad. Or shall I change it? I think I might change it. Ugh. This is the problem with undo. Once you've used it once, you're just like, I'm just going to continue to use this for the rest of this spread. So I just need to get the box itself up as well. I tried to use as little as possible, so that's what that was if you wondered. I'll just save that off to the side and we'll switch that box out for this bigger blue one instead, so that they're not the same colour. And then pop that in there. Beautiful. On to the 10th. This is where the thing that I was saying I'm not talking about started, so I'm just going to pop it in a box to mark off what that was with this angry emoji. There. On to the 15th. This is when I got really upset and was getting really worked up about not being able to get tubes in at work. I feel like I've definitely now made progress on this, but I was really feeling rubbish about it at this point, so I was feeling quite stuck. So that's there. On to the 16th, sorry, I'm just trying to debate what's going to be marked with what, because I'm running out of big boxes and, well, boxes full stop really. On the 16th, I worked on planners for most of the day, and I should have pulled out a make planners script actually for that, but I didn't. So, and then the same on the 17th, it was just a big day of making planners. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this day off script. See if I can actually first, and layer. Just stick with the Planco character over it. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? And I'll pull out some planners scripts for those in a moment. On to the 22nd, I did a solo list at work, which was really exciting, and I was like, what, you're trusting me to do this? What is happening here? So for the solo list, I just have a dino. Then whatever day this is, 3rd, I was again working on planners most of the day, and I think That's the same colour as the box above. Can't have too much pink in one place. Pop this along the bottom and the dino up like that, covering up some of that line. And we'll put planners again, another planner script. Then this is what I wanted to save the big box for, was that Sophie saved me completely on this day because there was no way planners were going to get done. So that's just to mark thank you to her. On to the 29th. This was the 3rd day of my horrendous migraine. And also I managed to go on the group call with the Discord crew. Just about. I was a bit like, oh, but I managed it. So that can go on there. And that was also planning new release day, so I know there's not actually room to mark it in, so that's fine. On the 30th, I had a nice and productive day. Which we will mark in using this washi strip. I'm going to have barely any boxes left in this kit. Which can go, what am I doing? Can go there. With this there. Does that work? And then on the 31st, I'm firstly going to mark, oh, these are the same colour. I dislike that. Anywhere I can swap this teal out for. No, not really. It's just, they're just going to have to be the same colour. It's just going to have to be what it is. I'm going to mark in both having a rough day and playing some Sims. I don't like that, but it's kind of what it is. I think the rough day can go on there, and then the play Sims can go there. The scripts don't work as well that way around, but it's fine. So what did I say? I needed to pull out some planners scripts. I believe they are in this album here, somewhere around here. Somewhere, there we go. And we just need the right page, which is the hollow. Let's leave those off to the side, and then just put in planners on many of these stickers. And these are perfectly cut, which is kind of annoying. But, here's what it is. So we've got make planners there. I'm just trying to spread out like the planners or make planners. Planners there. I think that's it. They were the 3 days I wanted to mark it. So yeah, that's the second half. Let's give it a wiggle, and open her up and see where we're up to. Okay, so that is the whole spread. I am now going to go through, going to pop the date dots in, going to pop washi in, and going to pop the decorative full boxes in, and I will be back with you when all of that is done. So for today's social justice topic, I am going to just talk about, I'm going to read an extract from the Slumflowers book and then talk a little bit about it. Statistically, 70% of black women are the primary breadwinners in their household, whilst for white women it is 37%. Which sounds impressive on paper, but is depressing in reality. Black women deserve a break, but instead we are being guilted, often by other women, into choosing love over stability, safety and comfort. But what use is love that doesn't make you feel safe, comfortable and looked after whilst you take care of yourself? Next time you come across a woman who expresses that she would rather be taken care of, consider these 3 things. Nobody else has to uphold your values for you. Not everything a woman does has to conform to a rigid idea of traditional feminism, and men don't deserve your love without working for it. The whole point in feminism isn't to, have to work or to have to do the same things that men does. It's to be able to have that choice. It's not about having to do one thing or another. The whole thing is increasing choice. It's not about forcing women into work if they don't want to work. If they want, there is nothing wrong with wanting to be a stay-at-home mum. There is nothing wrong with that being the right option for you and your family. What there's something wrong with is society expecting you to be a stay-at-home mum and not expecting you to go back to work. For guilting people into those choices, whereas we should just respect people's choices. And that is generally where my stance on things comes down to. Do what you want as long as it's not harming other people. Why should anybody else care what you're doing? It's up to you. What you do as long as you're not harming other people. It's like, I don't know, it doesn't seem that complicated to me. Don't judge other people for the decisions you make just because they're not the same as the decisions you would make. That doesn't mean it's a wrong decision. We talk in medicine a lot about people having the right to make a bad decision just because somebody makes a decision that medically doesn't make any sense. They have that right. They have the right to refuse a life-saving treatment because they want to. You have the right to make a bad decision. You have the, your reason. You don't have to justify anything to anybody as long as you're not harming anybody. Why does it matter to you? Okay, so that is the finished spread. It's all sparkly and pretty. It's more sparkly in person than you can see on the camera for once. But yeah, I really love hollow foil. I think it's really gorgeous. Yeah, I'm debating putting some more stars through, but I think I'm going to leave it for now. So that is my October monthly memory spread. I always do love how these came together. Comment, like down below if you enjoyed it. What was your favourite thing about October? Mine was probably getting the planner release actually done. And also, you know, seeing my nephew and actually getting to spend a reasonable amount of time with him, which I haven't done for ages. I'll show you what's left in the kit, which is not very much. That's the page with the most on. We've got basically nothing on that page. The functional sidebar and a couple of bits on there. So mostly not a lot. So yeah, I will steal off the icons and stuff, and the rest of it will go into my reusable pile, my leftovers pile. Comment down below what your favourite thing you did in October, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!